Hello everybody, we're back again. My name is Innocent Steven and welcome to Katawa Shoujo. Let's jump straight back into it. So today I'm actually doing 2 episodes for you guys, so hope you guys enjoy these 2 episodes. So yeah, now jump into my future self. Well, not future, it'd be my past self to when I actually recorded this video, so enjoy it. Pushing the curtain aside, I squint my eyes against the unflattered light pouring in from the window. The texture of the campus feels nothing like the wind did before. The nurse looks up from his work, sitting exactly where he was before. How are you feeling? I can't really tell, so I answer anything. I'm feeling kinda groggy from falling asleep at such a weird time. Hopefully I don't look too weird. What time is it? Me croaking the question to gain some organization, and the nurse looking at his wristwatch before answering. Things seem to happen in slow motion. 10:15. Holy hell! Well, actually no. It'd be 10:15 in the morning, wouldn't it? Ugh, thank God. If it's like 10:15 at night, jeez. I tried to think for a moment what that means, but I'm not really sure. You didn't answer my question, Hisao. Oh, fine. What? I can't climb down from that bed then. And let's see how you're doing. Don't. Oh. I tried to do exactly, only to sway dizzily when I move too fast. The nurse moves to support me by an arm and sighs. Stand up too quickly is what I'm going to say. Just sit there. I'll check your pressure to make sure. My good intentions sure lasted for a long time. I shut up, embarrassed with myself, while the nurse gets busy with an old-fashioned contraption on my arm. After a couple of minutes, he puts it away, looking neither pleased nor unhappy. You alright? Head stopped spinning? Yeah. Good. How are the contests doing? You didn't show very good judgment out there, Hisao. I swallowed the resort and I was going to make. That's what I was thinking myself, but hearing it started by someone else makes me only want to protest. What he was saying is not pleasant to hear. Doesn't make him any less right. No, sir. He nods, still looking as natural as he was before. It would be easy to be angry at him, as if he said, "Told you so," or something, but he doesn't. I can try to help you to keep your health, but ultimately the last call lies within you. Hopefully this little episode will be something that reminds you of that. Here, a note for your teacher, to avoid interrogation. I take the slip of paper he's offering, and then make my leave as I can't think of anything else to say, nor even want to. Stay out of trouble, hear me? I don't think it was anything but a scare, but next time could be different. I hear you. There is some way to get to the school building straight from the annexary building, and I'm not keen to find out and possibly get lost, so I go out from the exit that I know works. I stop at the stairs of the annexary building, deliberating for a moment between going to the dorms to get my books and stuff, and going straight away to the class. The sun stings my eyes, so I head towards the dorms. The halls are quiet as the courtyard was, naturally so since everyone is in class. I knock lightly on the door, free, and push open the door when Mittu calls from the other side. Sorry I'm late. 15 pairs of eyes turn to me. Good morning, Naki. Mittu seems to be somewhat confounded by my coming in late, as if I interrupted his flow or something. Judging from the rambling lectures in his classes tend to be, that might be the case. I pass him the note the nurse gave me. Mittu takes it with a nod and reads it quickly. He lifts his eyebrow and gives me a kind of stern look, but doesn't say anything, just nods solemnly again. I shrug, and he gestures at me to run along, so I naturally do. The class goes on lazily. I think I'm starting to get into the rhythm of the school. I even stopped worrying about taking notes and being over tightly active. I can't speak. God's sake. The first days I was pretty high-strung in class. Vishnu finishes lectures about electricity early, but continues without a pause. About the festival. So as you know, the festival is on the day after tomorrow. I hope everyone's projects are going to be successful this year. Have a good time, but also come Sunday, please keep the measuring of this festival in your minds. Games and fry food. Everyone bursts out in laughter. So do I. Yes, thank you, Mikino. Oh, why does it do that? I didn't even click. What the hell? The reminding of his sentence is buried beneath the ring of the lunch bells, and everyone starts packing their things. Vishnu deliberates for a moment, but since almost nobody seems to pay attention anymore, he gives up and sits down. It's crowded in the hallways, or as crowded as hallways in the school probably get. Most of the students seem to be heading down for the cafeteria, but normally I'll join the flow and grab lunch myself. But today is different. Today I've been invited to lunch on the roof. An odd location, but that's where I was told to go. Fortunately, I managed to find shelter from the storm in the lee of the classroom door. And everyone fades away because they're not really there, they're all ghosts. Eventually the torment subsides, and I step potentially out into the hallway, only to be met by Emmy, who comes flying down the hallway like a cannonball. Hey, hi Ashno, great timing. I have a super extra lunch today, as promised. Let's go upstairs. The stairway to the roof is a little departed, but it's clearly been used recently, as the top of the stairs is a door, complete with missing padlock. I wonder who the interrupted individual that removed the padlock. Emmy shoves the door open and steps beaming into the sunlight. Suddenly oh. Hey look, it's her again. I already know this one. It's the, I can't remember, Rin or something. Isn't it? It's Rin. Rin? Is it Rin? I can't remember. Suddenly a tall, dark stranger appears out of nowhere. Jimmy's in person in front of us. Emmy flinches back, almost falling back down the stairs. Eek! Hello. Yippies, you scared me, Rin. Yay, I was right! Wait, isn't she? Yes. Hello. Noticing that Rin is speaking to me, Emmy looks curiously at me. You two know each other? I look confusedly at Emmy. She's that friend of yours? Rin turns her eyes glazed towards the clouds drifting above the school. I didn't know you knew this person, Emmy. The awkward silence lasts only for a few seconds until Emmy lets out a tiny giggle, shrugs, and the confidence off. I invited Ishno for lunch. If you know him, that's just better. Does this mean I don't get food? Or did you invite him for lunch without the lunch? Wow. Neither. I have food for free. Nice thinking. They walk to the other side of the roof, while I stay at the clock tower for a while, taking in the atmosphere. There is nobody else but us here. I guess the roof is not as popular as it is in other schools. A few run-down benches and tables are scattered around the edges, or perhaps in an attempt to make the roof look less dipsol. The small pebbles covering the roof rattle beneath our feet. I peek through the chain-link fence to take a look at the school grounds and beyond. Students are strolling in pairs and groups around the quarter edge. At the cafeteria, a few delivery trucks are driving past the school towards a convenience store nearby. Somewhere, a watchdog barks at a passerby. Somehow, when I look towards the town centre, the small town feel strikes me very strongly, almost probably. The accurate lifestyle of a big metropolis seems so far away and foreign here. Nobody has to run to catch a bus like their lives depended on it, or get their senses overloaded by the neon lights and traffic jams. feel surprisingly optimistic about this new life of mine. Looking at my new hometown, even if it's going to be mine for only for one short year. Finding out about my illness and having to move away from home will come so suddenly. I haven't had time to think how I feel about it. When I step out of the shadow of the clock tower to the open, I feel warmth touching my back. The sunrise. God, I really can't speak today. This is bloody annoying. Alright. The sun shines from a particular near the golden sky. A cool breeze sweeping over the rooftops make me shiver, but only briefly. The wind carries a scent of trees and flowers, not smog or car exhaust, like it's used to, just a few weeks ago. Emmy settles on a bench with Rin in tow and produces one big and two small lunch boxes from her bag. Come on, Snow, what are you waiting for? She is beckoning me to join them, making room on the already small bench. Oh God. I sit myself on the corner of the bench to take as little space up as possible. It's pretty cramped, but somehow all three of us fit on it. Impressive view. Emmy suppresses a giggle and places the lunchbox in front of Rin, and hands another lunchbox to me. Here you go. Lunch as promised. Homemade no less. I'm impressed. Wow. This looks good. Can we have a look? I want to have a look at this lunch. Please. Thanks. I made myself when I can. Conversation dies off as I set about the business of feeding myself. Taking a few bites, I glance up and notice Rin driftily opening the lunchbox and popping a forkful of food into her mouth, using only her feet. Even though I've seen it before, I can't help but be impressed at her dexterity. It's also a reminder of the sort of place I am in right now. Will I ever get used to sights such as this? Well, yeah, you will eventually. You know. I can't decide if getting used to such a thing would be a good thing, or a bad thing either. It'll be a good thing. Does getting used to this place mean I'm giving up on being a normal person? No, because everybody's a normal person. Or does it mean that I'm becoming more understanding about those around me? Well, that too, I guess. I'm distracted from my thoughts by the sight of Emmy tearing into her lunch as if it had insulted her ancestors. Okay. You seem pretty hungry. Emmy looks up, mouth half full, and swallows before nodding. My morning run always works up an appetite, which is great, because I then burn through lunch pretty quickly. Helps me keep my girlish figure. What would happen if you lose it? Would you become a man? I clearly nearly choke my lunch, trying not to laugh. It's a figure of speech. Does your figure have to run in the mornings too? Do you always talk like this? Talk like what? Like what? I think that answers my question. Never mind. So, I struggle to think of a small talk and settle the obvious question. How do you two meet? Rin seems contrite to let Emmy answer this question. Someone in the housing apartment, though we complement each other very well. So we were assigned rooms next to one another, complement each other like shoe and a suit. Oh, I think I like matching people by their problems. You know, because you've got the one, you know, you've got the feud against the blind and the deaf, and then you've got these two, one without legs and one without arms. Yeah. So it's like the comparing them, kinda. Well, not much comparing, but, like shoes and a suit, huh? Emmy giggles at my confusion. Put us together and we... Yeah, see? Put us together and we've got all our limbs, get it? Ah. So I started helping Rin get ready in the mornings, and was that. I mean, you can't help someone get dressed every morning and not get along. I see. Rin chooses this moment to interject. I have trouble with shirts. That's right, that seems fairly obvious. Really? Kind of. This isn't helping, but at least Emmy seems to find the whole thing funny. That, combined with the fact that Rin is generous curious, makes me feel slightly better and yet confused. Well, it's kinda not obvious. I mean, you've got no arms. Wow. So, putting on a shirt seems like one of those things that would be, difficult. You know, I'm just gonna stop talking now. It'll save me a lot of trouble in the long run. Yeah, she just seems like, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh god. Rin nods in what I suspect is meant to be a siege manner. I see. The conversation dies as I turn my attention back to my lunch. It's really quite good. Emmy finishes her lunch first and makes a confident noise. Ah, that was good. As she brushes herself with cleaning up her lunch, Rin speaks up. I'm thirsty. And on that note, I'm going to end today's episode right there. Hope you guys have all enjoyed today's episode. I don't know why, I just really like Rin. Just the way she acts is just quite funny. So we're going to save it right there, and then we're going to go back to the main menu, as always, to check out what we'll be doing. Library. Yay, we're on level percent. So, there you guys go. We're on level of percent now. That's pretty darn cool. Well, we've missed out a lot of conversation points, haven't we? Jesus. Foot and mouth. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to end today's episode right there. Hope you guys have all enjoyed today's episode. And as always, thank you all for watching. Do all the normal YouTubey stuff and stuff. So yeah, it's kind of been a bit awkward. Thank you all for watching. As always, do all the normal YouTubey stuff. And as always, I'm going to keep on saying that as always. God damn it. As always, guys, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, everyone. Bye!